Good morning. Good Monday morning to you. Man, the Christmas hangover is what it feels like this morning. Man, I woke up this morning, felt like I was in a different destination. We took advantage of the warm weather yesterday, took down Christmas decorations, and man, I woke up this morning, walked in my living room, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm in a different country. Man, it's crazy the effect that all the Christmas decorations have on your how much it changes your place. It's crazy. So, man, I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys got to celebrate with your family, spend some quality time. I know I did. I appreciate that so much, man. I think the older I get, the more I really treasure that and really understand how much of a blessing that is, man. It's an awesome thing. Got to watch a little bit of sports and man, just did a little bit of reflecting as well. I know I talked about that last week, but this morning I want to ask you a question. What's your vision for 2022? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about it? What are you talking to people about it? What are you saying to yourself about it? I think it's important. My coaching session that I do weekly with our racers, we were talking about a world of vibrations. It's crazy how this world is designed and how it works. And we were talking about cell phones and how amazing that technology is. I mean, I can literally dial a number on my phone and talk to somebody that's across the world, like literally across oceans, and it's just insane how that process works. And so much of it is off of vibrations. We were talking about how the phone started to begin with Alexander Graham Bell, and it's a world of vibrations. And I really believe that we have an internal GPS. We're designed with an internal GPS, and that GPS works off vibrations. But the question is, what directs those vibrations? What changes those vibrations? And at the end of the day, it comes down to our thought process, how we see things, what our perspective is. It's crazy how that can change. It can lead people to destruction. It can lead people to greatness. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the sports icons, I like studying history and how things unfold. And Mike Tyson, man, it was interesting to see his rise to fame, but he had somebody in his corner directing his thought process, really playing a role in his life on how he looked at things. And man, when that guy passed away and was no longer a force in his life, things just went in a totally different direction. So it plays such a huge role, our thought process. And I wanted to share something with you that I put a lot of thought and attention to when I'm looking at things. And I believe that these vibrations cause our thoughts cause a reflection, cause our lives to reflect a certain outcome or a certain direction. And there's two important keys here. A lot of people think, well, if I want a certain outcome, I just really need to want that outcome. I need to focus on it. Absolutely, you do need to focus on it. But here's the deal. I believe how you focus on it creates certain vibrations. Those vibrations lead you in certain directions, cause you to take certain actions, cause you to move in a certain way. So here's a very simple analogy. Which experience do you want in 2022? Do you want an experience of wanting a better 2022, or do you want the experience of receiving a better 2022? That's a lot of twos. But seriously, it's how we perceive it. So if it's just, for me, it's like dialing a number in your cell phone. That's going to go to a certain destination. What destination do we want? A wanting destination? Do you want the experience of wanting something to be better, or do you want the experience of actually receiving better? And I believe that's where you have to put your focus on. If you put your focus on, man, you're the person that wants a better experience, that's what you're going to receive. That's what life's going to give you. That's what it's going to dial up. It's going to dial up the number of you having the actual experience of wanting something, versus if you plug in the number of receiving. That's what you keep your focus on. That's how we dial up our internal GPS is through the windows of our eyes. What are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on you're the person receiving a better 2022? Man, it's huge, man. I think it's a game changer. It's played such a huge role in my life, my family's life. We work off of this concept. I believe it's faith-based, but it's, to me, it's absolutely astounding. And I think this is a good time of year to ask that question. Which one am I going to be? You know, it's just like, you know, there's so much. If you listen to the media and stuff, why are they pushing so hard for a certain narrative? They're trying to direct what you're seeing, how you see the world. Man, I heard a thing yesterday that said this new I ain't even going to try to pronounce it. Whatever new variant's out there, it starts with an O. I've heard now that it's less, effective than the flu. It's more like a cold than even the flu. So it's man, if that's the case and people gravitate to that message, that narrative, just imagine for a second if everybody took on the perspective, the narrative that this is less effective, less deadly, less going to disrupt your life than the flu. I believe it would change the whole landscape. I hope it goes viral. I hope that narrative goes viral. So, because I believe it'd be a good example of how quick this can change the whole deal. So, man, I hope you guys have a good Monday. I know there's some deep thoughts this morning, but man, I think it's something we need to think about going into 2022. So hope you guys have a great week. I'll share some more on this, and there's some good research and data behind it, and some interesting examples I'll share this week. So you guys have a great Monday, and I will see you in the morning.